Okay, now I want to show you how you can draw an isometric circle. How to construct an isometric circle. An isometric circle is usually drawn on an isometric square. Whenever you are asked to draw an isometric circle, or you are doing construction that has to do with isometric figure, and you need to produce an isometric circle or isometric curve on the object, so you have to produce an isometric circle on that figure. Then you go on to produce the isometric circle as I'm going to show you here. Now let's look at how the construction goes. Here, draw a straight line. Draw a straight line like this. So draw a straight line like this, and take your 30-degree set square. As you know that the two receding sides of an isometric object is inclined at an angle 30 degrees to the horizontal. Then, so turn to this side. Okay. So from here, so draw the second receding line. Okay. Now I'm going to construct a square. I'm going to construct a square of side 50 mm. Side 50 mm. So from this point, so I'm going to measure 50. I'm going to measure 50. So this is 50. So this is where I have 50. So half of 50 is 25. So also put a point on that point where you have 25 mm from here. And also on this side, do the same thing. So on this side, so measure 50 mm. So this is 50 mm. And so here we have 25 mm here. Okay. So with my 30-degree set square, so 30-degree set square from this point, so produce a line like this, and from here also, so produce the line. Okay, then come to this side. So at this point, draw a line. So we have formed the square already. So the next is come to this point here and draw a line like this. Okay, so this method that you want to use to produce the isometric circle is known as four-center method. Four-center method. So let's call this point. Let's call it point A. This is point B. This is point C. And this is point G. Okay. So let's call this. This is E, F, and this is G, and this is point H here. Okay. Now, so the next thing that you are going to do is that after you have labeled the point, so the next thing that you're going to do is that join this point B here, join it with point H, and you also join this point B with point E. What I mean is this: point B, join it with H. Okay, goes like this. And this same point B, join it with point H. Goes like this. Then point D, join point D here, join it with point H. Sorry, point D, join it to point F, not H. So join it with point F here. So this goes like this. And join D also to point G here. Okay, so this is it. So then join AC together. Join AC together. So this is it. Join AC together. Okay, so this is it. All right, so we have the 4 points now. So the 4 points that we have, so we have this point here. So this is 1, and this point is 2. This is point 3, and this is point 4. So we have the 4 points. So that's why we call it 4 center method. So the next thing that you do is that put your compass at this point. Let me number this point. Let me call it, this is point 1. This is point 2. So this is point 3, and this is point 4. Okay, so it's good as we number it. So put your compass at point 1 here. Put it at center 1. So extend your compass to point G on the square. Okay, so test it with H. So it's correct. So draw an arc like this. Draw an arc like this. Okay, so this is the arc. Okay, so with that same radius, bring it to point 2 here. Okay, bring it to point 2. All right, so draw an arc. So it goes like this. Okay. All right, so the next is put it at point 3 here and extend it to H on this side. Extend it to point H here. Extend it to point H. Okay, test it. This, okay, it goes. So draw an arc. So it goes like this. Okay, with the same radius, put it at point 4 here. And we extend it to G. So you touch it, then draw an arc like this. Okay. Okay. So this is an isometric circle. So if you look at it, it looks like an ellipse. If you are a good technical drawing student, you know that this is a typical ellipse. This is an ellipse. So whenever you construct an isometric circle, it is always an ellipse. It is always an ellipse. So the reason is that these receding lines are inclined at an angle. Okay, so whenever you produce an isometric circle, it will give you an ellipse. Okay, so another one that this is if you have a cube, and you draw it in isometric form. So this is how you can produce a circle on its upper part, the upper face. This is how you can produce a circle on its upper face. What about if the circle is on the side? What I mean is on the side. What I mean is this. Let's look at it in this way. So we draw a straight line. Okay. And have our, take your 30 degree set square. So draw a line here. So draw another receding line here. Then okay, what I've done here now is that in case the circle is to be drawn on this side, or is to be drawn on this side, okay, so though we are going to use the same method, so but this one that we have done here is supposing I draw the same square on this upper part. As you know that an isometric cube, we have 3 faces that you can see. So these are the left, the right, the left and the right face. which make it 3, including this one, if I put this one on this part. Okay, so I want to show you how you can draw isometric circle on this side and also on this side. So we have drawn the square, and the square also have the same dimensions as this one. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to join B to R here, and we also join B with this point S here. Then D will be joined with P, and it will also be joined with Q. So what I mean is this. So I need to draw a straight line from here. So draw a straight line from point B. So join it with point S here. So this is it. And also draw it from here, join it to point R. So it goes like this. Then we also join D and P together. Draw a straight line from point D, join it with point R here, P, and also draw a line from here, from D, join it with point Q. Okay, so we are going to draw a straight line. We are going to join AC together with a straight line. Join AC together with a straight line like this. So join AC with a straight line. So it goes. So from here, so it goes like this. So join AC with a straight line like this. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we take our compass. So as you know that we have 4 points here. So this is point 1 and this is point 2. So this is point 3 and this is point 4. So here we have 4. So put your compass at point 1 here. Put your compass at point 1 here and extend to S. Extend to S, you extend it to P. So and then you draw an arc like this. Draw an arc like this. So draw an arc here. Okay. So then with the same radius, bring it to point 2. And so extend it to R. So extend it to R here and draw an arc. So the arc goes like this. Okay. So the arc goes like this. Okay, so the next is put your compass at B and extend to R here. Extend it to R and you draw an arc. Okay, so the arc goes like this. Alright, so then bring it to point D. So extend to point Q here and we draw an arc. So the arc goes like this. Okay. So here is it. So this is the isometric circle. This is the isometric circle. Alright, so the next one that we are going to do now is that of this side. Okay, so for this one, for this side, if you have to draw an isometric circle here, so what you need to do is that, so you join DV together. So join DV together with a straight line. DV, join it together with a straight line like this. Okay. So join DV together. Okay. And then you join DU together with a straight line. DU together with a straight line as I'm doing here. So DU. So join together with a straight line. Okay. Alright, so the next is join FR together. FR. Join FR together with a straight line. Okay. Then FT. together with a straight line. FT together with a straight line. Okay, so the next is join EC together, or CE. Join CE together with a straight line. So as I'm doing it here, so join it together with a straight line. So this is it. All right, so let's call this is center 1, this is center 2, this is center 2, and this is center 3 now, and this is center 4. So we have 4 centers. So the next thing that you need to do is that take your compass, so put it at point 1 here, put it at point 1 here, and extend it to V. Extend your compass to V, so extend it to V here, extend it to V or R. Okay, so very careful with it. Okay, and draw an arc. So the arc goes like this. Okay, so the arc goes like this. Here's it. So with the same radius, bring it to point 2 here. Bring it to point 2. Extend to U. So extend it to U here. Extend it to U. So test with T. Okay. Okay. Oh, so you can draw now. So you can draw it now. Okay. So there is it. All right. So the next is put your compass at point D here, which is point 3, and extend it to point V. Extend it to point V here. Extend it to V. So this is it. So, and then, so we are going to draw an arc from here. There's it. So draw an arc. Okay, so the next is, so we put our compass at point F and extend it to R. Okay, extend it to R. You can also start from T here. Okay, so from here, so draw an arc. So it goes like this. Okay, so this is it. So this is the construction of isometric circle. Isometric circle. So I said this one. So supposing I produce the same square on this part of the cube, I form a cube here. So, and we have the same dimensions. So this is what I will get up here. And for the sides, so if I'm to draw a circle on this side, on this face, so this is how I will produce the circle. And if I'm to draw it on this face, this is how I will produce the circle. So the construction of isometric circle is as simple as I explained it. This method is even faster, and there's another method that I can teach you, but I prefer use this method. But you need to learn how to use it, because there are questions that okay, I'm going to apply this method on one WAEC question, which has to do with the production of a dustbin. Okay, so I'm going to use this method to construct that dustbin. So it's a WAEC standard question. So for you to learn more, so you need to subscribe to my channel, like channel and share it with friends who are technical drawing students. If you have any question, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. You can make a comment and I will respond to your request as soon as I get your request or your comment. So thank you very much.